Hello there. This is Beth. Can you believe it's April? Can you believe it? It's going so fast already. It's just crazy. So April, according to me, is the best month of the year because I was born in that month. So, yeah, and when I looked at the month, I was planning out things and looking at like retrogrades and stuff like that because I started, and my mom, looking at how other retrogrades other than the Mercury impact my life last year, and so this year I kind of took it a shade deeper, and especially after like the Venus thing. There's no Venus this year. Oh god, last year Venus was just like, I'm drowning in insecurity. Whew. Dude, Venus was a rough retrograde for me, and it also brought to home that some of the other retrogrades, because like I've been working with Mercury retrograde, which just finished up at the end of March. We're still in the shadow probably at this point, if I remember correctly. Probably still in the shadow of Mercury retrograde. But I've been working with that, and I got to a place where it didn't wipe me out all the time when it rolled around. I started working with it and utilizing it. I wanted to take a look at other retrogrades and see how that really impacts me and gets to me, or not. Jupiter last year, nothing really to speak of. Venus, oh my god, Venus. I'm drowning. Quite literally, that's what it felt like. So I started looking at it. When I hit April for retrogrades, I'm like, holy moly, it's raining retrogrades. That was literally what popped into my head. It's raining retrogrades. So there is a rain in retrograde package happening, which will include Ceres, Ceres, Pluto. Who else is in there? There we go. We got our handy dandy little sheet. So, asteroid of Ceres. Technically not a planet, but it's in the same month. So, we got Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn. So, we have 4 major things going down. And really, from what I've been reading up on Pluto's going to be a doozy. So, if you're looking for a wee bit support, and there's also going to be a webinar on it, not Smart. No. The 3rd, April 3rd, there's a rain in retrograde webinar. The package goes into full force. You'll get meditation, video reading, PDF, 4 light language transmissions. What else is there? Some audios and information about the planets. And mind you, I am not an astrologist. I approach things not so much from that astrology as I do from my work with mythology and as an anthropologist and a long time user of myth, because I started reading about Greek myths when I was in 3rd grade, and I never lost my penchant for reading about mythology in general, and thus, anthropology bachelor degree. So, yeah. So that's happening, and yeah, just there's a lot going on. So pop over to the website, or any of the pertinent links will help you navigate anything. And if you get on the email list that says webinar signups or whatnot, if you're on YouTube, it's all below. It's one below and below, because this is mainly produced for YouTube, even though other people get to see it. But yeah, so that's going on. So if you get on the email list, you will get everything. Come up with a new opt-in, you'll get that. So keep you update, sales, things like that, all sorts of stuff. So let's get into this reading. But yeah, so lots of retrogrades. So there will be a separate video on the retrogrades itself. So I'm not going to go into them since we have the cards for the monthly energy reading. And it just starts to get to be a little too much. So I can't remember. I don't have my schedule. I don't feel like looking at things. Let's just get this show on the road. So I've got the Insta Oracle and the New Wave Tarot and my affirmation decks I made, which I need to get on the new side. I just have. It's been so horrible here that any of the physical products I just really haven't wanted to list because February and March too. February was the coldest February, and March was just the recovery from February because we got like all this snow in 1 month, and it was just like holy moly, and it was freaking cold. So I do have affirmation cards. They're not on the current site. So if you do want to pick up a deck, let me know because I still have some. I just haven't got them onto the new website. And with the in winters, I was kind of, iffy for me due to transportation issues. But we have the Insta Oracle and the New Wave Tarot. Let's just get our cards pulled today. Okay. So we got waterfall. So how are we going to flow? Flow. How can, this is a really pretty waterfall. We just don't have this kind. Well, okay, you do up by Kalispell. Kalispell, you can see this kind of stuff. We don't get ferns where I'm at. We're not arid, but we have an arid, definitely have a dry season coming at the end of the summer. But, oh man. So how can you be verdant? How can you be lush? How can you just flow along? And this isn't mindlessly or distractedly just going with the flow. This is a decision, a conscious choice to go, I want to be lush, I want to be verdant. I'm going to go with that lush and verdant flow. Verdant is one of my favorite words. Just love that word. Verdant. So, yeah. Just feel it filling up your solar plexus and your heart chakra. Just let it fill up, both of those, and see where it goes. But you want to make a choice to be this waterfall, to bring in that lush, the verdant, the flow. It's not, just going along with it, la-di-da-di-da-di-da, not paying attention to where you're going. You need to pay attention to where you're going. You want to know the direction that you're flowing. You want to beam, focus, laser in with that lushness and the verdancy into where you want to take it. Because if you don't do that, you're not going anywhere. You're just going to be along for the ride. And that may not even be the ride you want to be on. So make sure you're in the right flow. Make sure that you know what direction you want to head into. Make the choices that take you there. Don't get caught up in agonizing too much about it, though. Because there's, I want to go here. I want to create this in my life. I want to fill this up. And then there's being stuck in how to do it. And while I do think you need action steps within your flow, you can't get too caught up in is it right? Is it perfect? Is it this? Is it that? Because, as Helena Bonham Carter would say, perfect is overrated and imperfect is underrated. So your flow does not have to be perfect. Your lushness, your verdancy, your understanding of where you're going does not have to be perfect. It does not have to be full in the totality of it. You can have small bits and pieces and know that's where you're going. So kind of interesting because we got this. We're directing our tent. We're directing our flow. And then we got the Seven of Wands. And I'm kind of like, getting in your own way just popped into my head. I love it when that happens. It's like, bam, getting in your own way. So, Seven of Wands. So where are you getting in your way? How can you get out of your way so you can get this? Because wands are often very action-y, whether they're acting not in your best interest or in your best interest. So we want to look at the Seven of Wands right now and say, hey, how can I act in my best interest and get out of my way? How am I creating issues that are like, oh yeah, that's my problem? It's like this, the protectors that we name blocks. This is my money block. This is my introvert block. This is my I'm afraid block. And we name all these blocks and we live from the blocks and we're like, I gotta fix my blocks before I get there. Money blocks, so in my way, and my introvert, because I'm an introvert, I'm on here. The camera is like such a different creature though than showing up in person. And it's really weird because, like, for me, because as someone who recharges by being alone, and I tend to test more on the ambivert because depending, like, if I have prep, I'm okay going out and socializing. I don't get sucked completely dry for the most part. But if I'm out all the time, I get really cranky and I need some time to myself. And there was a point to this. Blocks. Yeah, and so I know how I work. My introversion and my kind of being an ambivert, and sometimes it depends, really on what it is I'm doing, because I can really test more on introvert side. But that means that's how I recharge. And I don't like people I don't know in my space. I prefer, if I know you, I'm fine, especially if you're my friend. But if I don't know you, just stay back and don't touch me, man. But that's how I work. Money block may have protected you at one point. Don't get caught up in naming your blocks and kicking them to the curb before you can move past them. Get some wands energy going and use the creativity of the wands to bring in this waterfall flow and create direction. Because otherwise you're going to be caught in illusion with the devil. Who wants that? I don't. That was kind of like the Venus retrograde. That's why I'm really interested to see what happens, because I have a Pluto retrograde in my birth chart. So we'll see. I can't remember the others. There's like 4 of them. It's not Mercury, though. One of them's not Mercury. I think one of them was Venus, if I remember correctly, too. So we'll see what happens with that Pluto. Because Pluto is like going to the underworld, which also kind of makes sense with the devil. So we've got illusions showing up here. And I feel like the 7 of Wands are kind of we're too, you can have a focus on the flow, but if you bring the focus of the flow onto like the blocks, those things we like to call blocks, they're really protectors who helped us along at one point in time. If we focus on that, oh my God, I just got to kick this down, I got to get around this block, instead of just like, yeah, I have this weird concept about money, I'm going to just keep going anyways. And let it start to resolve, to unravel itself. And not be caught up in the illusion of that I can't do it because I have this block. And I've been there. It's just, I've block busted, I've kicked them down, I've poked holes in walls. And the best way I have found to do it is not any of those. And the best way I have found is like, wow, hey protector, I hear you, I see you. I love you. You really helped me at that one point in time. Because a lot of them, where they came from. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes they're kind of ambivalent. Ambivalent, is that a word? But, so, don't get caught in the illusion of what you can and cannot do. Sure, you may not be the best at something. Like, I ran for years. I'm never going to be a good runner, but I did get better. But I enjoyed the process of it. I didn't get caught up in the illusion of, like, I'm not a good runner. I enjoyed it, so I did it. If you enjoy making money, make some money. If you enjoy going out there and doing whatever your block, that thing you named block, tells you not to do, give it some love and be like, yeah, it's okay. We're going to go do this. We're going to go try it out. Because we want to bring in our flow. We want to be lush. We want to be verdant. And we want to direct it. And the 7 of Wands is really reminding us we need to bring in direction. Because if we don't, things are going to feel a little tough. And, we're going to just have some eyeliner angst. And it's not going to be good. And we're going to fall into the illusion of the devil. And if you do fall into here, it's the best way to get out. Laugh. There's nothing more than the devil loves than a good belly laugh to get you out of this. And he'll join in. Because the devil has the illusion aspect and also has the kind of the mirth, the make merry aspect. And laughter brings in the mirth aspect of the devil, which is frankly a lot more fun than the whole illusion part, unless you want to be an illusion. Let's pull an affirmation card. I am creative. So, to keep that flow, the lush verdancy of the waterfall going, find the directedness of the wands so you don't get stuck in illusion. Be creative about it. Don't think in your normal parameters. Expand your perception of who and what you can be and see where that takes you, because that's going to be really awesome. Perception's been a huge word for me this year. I don't know about anyone else. Perception, holy moly. Everywhere. In so many things. And creativity will help you change that perception. And by creative, I don't mean like art proper. You could make a vision board if you want, cut out things from magazines. It's always fun. But creativity does not necessarily mean artistic. It means how you think. Are you willing to move out of the box? Are you willing to see things in new parameters with other perceptions than you would normally hold? That's a really cool place to be. So, okay. Let's do a little light language to finish us off for the month. And let's just bring in, see if we can get some flow going today. Your energy moving, align your crystals in your body, and let the flow in. Ada pera hai kundireta metara ita. Hai kunda arabeti iata ida ikamana isonora prin. Shonaka es dabada ibada es tene aiga menena shinkne pekone. Hoshino kadesh menalum de hammi. Poha hikonendeta. Ko a ikini atiti a osepte esmo at push pene kene hashikuta bo men hosepetahish shamakana hende bada ada ignamo eseka ada hene karajosa shamashisha hosementeke Monte Blanche kene kadabesha epete hepedamaha Flosche kenne mich, flosche ma an, kenne achakama kenne ho. There you go. Welcome to April, and I will see you around our various places, and have a wonderful, wonderful month. Go out there and be the love in the world. Bye-bye.